kayo? May kape. Nagbigyan ng kape. I'm wearing several hats, but today I will be wearing the hat as the founder and Chief Executive Officer of the Manila Health Tech Incorporated. The Manila Health Tech Incorporated is the first spin-off company from researches done from University of the Philippines at the National Institutes of Health and the Philippine Genome Center. This was born out of this infectious molecular diagnosis for infectious disease program that we started at the National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotechnology at UP-NIH and was adapted as the flagship program for infectious diseases at the Philippine Genome Center. This went through several layers of funding from intramural within the university to DOST-driven programs and international grants to achieve where we are at the moment. So I'm sure you've heard about Lab as always been mentioned, but the Manila Health Tech is actually now the service provider as well of rapid molecular diagnosis for infectious diseases in all hospitals that doesn't have the capacity for molecular testing. It services now 48 hospitals all over the country and is able to access all the viral load testings for molecular amplification technology because they can't afford to have their own. Aside from that, it has its own arm that works on the Biotech M projects, which has 11 technology pipeline going on at the moment. Coming out, the one that came out is the Dengue Biotech M, and soon to be tested in ASEAN region for regional distribution. Towards the third quarter of this year, we'll be releasing the Biotech M leptospirosis, schistosomiasis, and salmonellosis as part of our committed platform to our funding agency. In 2021, we'll be releasing the rest of the flavivirus technology, the Zika, the chikungunya, and all the other platforms we're working on at the moment. And aside from that, we are trying to put together our own diagnostic pipeline, stockpile. So my focus really here is on health technology because this is one of the areas where academia and industry needs a lot of work, and so for us, putting the pieces together to make it seamlessly integrated and quite quickly accessed by everybody. But just to put us on the same level of understanding what health technology is, it is actually the application of organized knowledge and skills in the form of devices, medicines, vaccines, procedures, and systems developed to solve a health problem and improve quality of lives. But it's a huge area in terms of potential areas for academic industry partnerships. For the Manila Health Tech Incorporated, we focus on one specific area at one specific platform, which is in the area of genomics platform. Hence, I will narrow down my presentations based on this particular platform, but I'll provide you some of the transformative genomics programs going on all over the world. It is something that's going to change and hopefully the cost will go down to democratize access to such powerful technology that will help save lives, diagnose cases at an early, and identify emerging unknowns and viruses in less than 24 hours, just like what the Taiwan Genomic Center did for the COVID-19 problem. These technologies are actually present here in the Philippines. Thanks to the massive funding by the Department of Science and Technology, this is present here. We just have to access them to its fullest potential so we don't need to waste taxpayers' money. The global technology landscape in terms of genomics reaches up to 707 billion by 2025. And the key technology themes here are on regenerative medicine, genetics, and in diagnostics. And that advancements pertaining to the penetration of artificial intelligence is there, wherein you mix genomics data and images. They call it the image genomics platform, wherein a CT scan or an MRI finding can actually be attached to a genetic mutation. And the companies that are engaged now are unleashing machine learning technology to put together simplified platforms with single unit machines that can be accessed remotely, much more like can be an update of the RxBox program. So between 2020 to 2026, it's estimated to reach around that range, $62 million, and that's where everybody's going into the genomics business. The combined aggregate growth rate is about 13.5, which dramatically changed by a factor of 2 since 2 years ago it was actually calculated for 2020. And the ASEAN group is an emerging technology provider now for genomics diagnostics, and I really want that the Philippines should be out there competing, contributing, and excelling in each of these areas. So if you look at the market segmentation for genomics, it's actually divided into 6 major areas that we can all think about between academic and industry partnership. It can be a product development, it can be a technology partnership, it can be a process partnership, or a targeted end user applications, or depending on which platform you're using and which area you are in. And